to make you feel like a star. With one size fits all, you can rock this hat with confidence. Don't miss out on this opportunity to own a piece of the PIC TV network. Call 202-505-2837 or visit watchpictv.com to order yours today. Hurry, as these hats won't last long.
You're watching the PIC TV network. Stay tuned for more coming up after this. The PIC TV network, a prominent television channel renowned for its diverse programming and engaging content, is celebrating the 4th year anniversary on this Black Friday, November 29th at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Channel 1000 on your Roku TV streaming device. Meet the PIC TV managers, Michelle Cox, Atlanta, Georgia, Dr. Sheila McGrew, Alabama, The Lady of Wisdom, Mississippi, Mel Vissell, Johnson, Colorado, and other managers talk about the PIC TV network 4 years of top-notch quality programming from around the world. Call your friends and family to spread the word about the PIC TV network 4th anniversary celebration. For more information, call 202-505-2837. Dr. David Evans is the president.
Folks, we're here today for PIC TV Network Special. It's time.
Hello everybody, David Evans here, President of PIC TV Network. People asking me, why did I vote for Kamala Harris? Well, I'll tell you why. First of all, she's a graduate of Howard University from the top of her class. She also went to law school. She was an attorney general of a state. She also was a United States senator. And guess what now? She is the vice president of the United States. And her next step is to be the first African-American woman as president. We're gonna make that happen with your vote and my vote. Let's go.
And this is history. This is why we're coming on the big election celebration as we celebrate the election night in my city, Washington, D.C. And I'm so happy today to have my special co-hosts and managers on. And that is Michelle Cox from Atlanta, Georgia, my right-hand manager and award-winning Michelle Cox. She got a big award, folks. Wow, this thing is heavy too, Michelle. For all of the shows you've done, the Importance of Reading show, Michelle, I got to hand it over to you. I got to send you this one so you can hand it over to virtually and lift it up. And we're so happy for you being on with us from the great ATL. And also we have the one and only Dr. Sheila McGrew coming in from Alabama. And I love my managers. They are with me 4 years, folks. We've been doing this. And this is the first time. You know, when we started our shows 4 years ago, we didn't have a new president. You know, we were starting off in COVID. Michelle, and we did the first show with you for a spotlight interview, and I will always remember this and treasure this for the rest of my life. You said to me when you first came on, it is your first show with me at the end. Tell the world what you said, Michelle.
I said, I would like to be a part of this network. Positive programming, family friendly, and the representation that I know that we are as Black and African American people. And you told me, well, I can't afford to pay you. And I was like, I didn't ask you for pay. I asked, let's make an impact. And that's why I'm still here. Dr. McGrew, why did you come to PIC TV Network?
Well, with me, I saw positivity in media. And with the media, even the audience, the appetite for media now has gotten to what you would almost call a deplorable state. We love to see reality TV shows. We love to see people fighting We love to see people doing things that are not very positive. But when I came across Dr. Evans through my sister, she was the one that actually heard him on a it was in one of the clubhouse rooms. And she says, you know what? I think he's doing something you would like. So in year 2, I wasn't in year 1 of PIC TV, but I came on in year 2, and I've been here ever since. I saw positivity. I saw our people being reflected in a positive light. I saw not sensationalism, but realness. And then when I heard the story as to how and why PIC TV got started, I said it came from a place of love. It came from a place of honor and respect. And most of all, it came from a place of God being with it. So I was with it from day one. From the first time I saw it, I was with it. And I've been supporting it ever since.
Yeah, faithfully, you know, and to have you my managers on, I'm the happiest person on planet Earth. And you know, Michelle, when we started our shows, there was a picture that we flashed up. And when we flashed this picture up on our shows, we all got excited because it was, at that time, 4 years ago, Vice President Kamala Harris. We never thought in a million zillion years that now she is in position to be the President of the United States of America. So you better watch what you do on PIC TV Network. And Michelle,
I find it phenomenal.
And to see we've been in her presence, and for the first time recording her in 2023, then to come back and record her again at the Congressional Black Caucus, which all of our managers will be here in 2025 in DC with me, and then to record her with 77,000 people, I mean live with our equipment to record her in that setting. Michelle, and I called you because when I went through the Secret Service and had to go through her security, they said, hold up, Mr. Evans, I know you have your badge on, I know your name, but we need to talk to your PR person. Who is the PR person so we can get access for you to get in? And I called Michelle Cox and I said, Michelle, where's my phone? I said, talk to her. Michelle, tell the whole world what you told the Secret Service of the White House to help your president get in.
Well, I told them that you were the CEO of the PIC TV network. We were on Roku, and I was the director of public relations. And then I told them that the contact and the email, the information that we had gotten back, that you had been, accommodated to be in the press corps. And after that, they gave you your credentials. And that was a wonderful day. You got in and everything, because I was doing boots on the ground here. I've been canvassing. I've been working with our local people here that are looking to get elected along the Democratic Party, and also canvassing for Kamala Harris in this neighborhood, because I'm here in Barrow County, Georgia. And so when they called me, I just wanted to make sure that they knew who you were. And we all have social media presence. That's the wonderful thing about PIC TV Network. Also positive. We're not just another network. Positive programming, public information channel. Black people, Black owned, Black operated. But the thing about it is we reach across the aisles, just like Kamala Harris. And when we fight, and we've been fighting 4 years now, our anniversary, we win.
We win. Michelle, and I want to get a little deeper than that, and I got Dr. Schiller's coming on. But Michelle, can you imagine with my cell phone, you're talking to the Secret Service of the United States of America through the White House. You're talking to top people. Michelle, I don't think people understand that level of communication, Michelle, and how you did it. I got to ask you one more time, because everybody's not made for that moment. Everybody's not made to go to that level of communication. And I believe when you first said, make me the PR person for the PIC TV network, I Want to Help 4 years ago, God knew that you were going to talk to the Secret Service. He knew that you was going to talk to the main people to get access to me. But Michelle, talk about this Was you nervous, Michelle? Was you get butterflies?
Was not nervous because you have to remember, I'm former military. I'm dealing with people that I know. When you talk about Secret Service, you're talking about FBI, you're talking about CIA. They're regular people just like we are. They just have a job to do. So when we talk about people that were military, we're talking about the same people that I've always dealt with. I know how to deal with the chain of command. So this moment wasn't something that had me overwhelmed. My job was to do my job and to make sure that you had the correct press credentials and that you could get in, because it's very, very important what you do. And the fact that our next president, we hope that Kamala Harris, that you got to see her, you are experiencing her, and I'm again calling her out, hoping and give us a quick input as a part. Because when we talk about Dr. McGrew, very smart intellectual people, driven, but they care. They have integrity.
Yeah.
And that's the difference.
Yeah. And I'm so happy again. Dr. Sheila McGrew, I am so happy again that you joining us, and down in Alabama representing us. Work award-winning Dr.
So
Sheila McGrew.
tell everybody, Dr. McGrew, tell everybody why you voted for Kamala Harris, or why you're voting if you haven't.
Well, yes. Why I'm voting? Because sometimes people think that people are automatically voting for certain people just because certain people look a certain way. So thank you for saying that. One of the great things I love about the PIC TV network and Dr. Evans, this show is all about the importance of voting. Now, whomever it is that you want to vote for, that is your personal opinion and your personal business. Here on PIC TV Network, we're not going to decide anything for you. But at the same time, we're not ashamed of who it is that we personally represent. But I am so thankful and grateful just to have a platform to be able to speak. And, just a little bit of a week from now, we will be celebrating the 64th anniversary of Ruby Bridges walking into that Louisiana all-white elementary school as the first Black child ever in that school during the time of integration. And to know that tomorrow we could be bringing in the first Black female president of the United States of America, coming right up on the anniversary of such a monumental thing of Ruby Bridges, it lets you know that in your lifetime, you can see miracles. This is something that my father, Bishop Walter McGrew, at the age of 89 as a child, he grew up in the time of the Civil Rights Movement. He had children during that time. He saw what it was like when the first Black anything was done. And to see this tomorrow, just the possibility of it. Now we're pulling in this direction, but the very fact that there is a possibility of us having the first Black female president, especially for people of his age, is a miracle. It was never thought to even contemplate something like that. But I am so grateful to be on this side of history and being able to witness the possibility and the probability of it actually happening. It's an amazing time to be in, and I am honored to be able to share that with you all here on the PIC TV network. I'm very excited for tomorrow. I've already got my day planned for tomorrow.
I'm looking forward to celebrating, because not only is she the first female Black, but she's also Indian Asian, and so that's really important, because there's being biracial, she represents this melting pot we call the United States. And that's also important, because I have friends from all types of cultures, all walks of life. And so when we think about it as women, Shirley Chisholm, Hillary Clinton, Geraldine Ferrara, women that have aspired to the office to finally have it come to fruition. It's about time. It really is about time. Now, the one thing about women, and no deference to the men, Dr. Evans, because you guys do a great job too. But women tend to multitask a lot more better than men do. They can keep it together a lot better than men do. Because, there was a question out, well, what would happen if a woman got the nuclear codes and she was having a bad day? There's no such thing. Women, no matter whether they're sick, whatever, they take care of the family, the babies, the husbands, everybody. So we're used to that role. This isn't anything new. So for the people that are out there and if you're still undecided, number one, think about the educational qualifications. She is one of the most qualified candidates that has run, even more qualified than Joe Biden with her educational credentials. The only person that she's not smarter than is Jimmy Carter, and that's because he was a nuclear physicist. She's a lawyer in her own right. She's been in government. She knows policy. That's the difference. And you got to think about the joy and the love that she's bringing to this, because she's not asking if you're Republican or if you're a Democrat. She's asking, as a country, are we okay? What do we need to change? How can I listen? That's going to be the difference maker in how we go forth in this country. And that's one of the things I want young people, if this is your first time voting, when you're looking at her, look at the facts, not the misrepresentation. Go see the policies that she's put in place, and you're going to be pleasantly surprised at what she's going to do. And then let's think about some of the other things that she's done. We're talking about funding for HBCUs. We're talking about funding for Black businesses. You're talking about the things that she's helped President Biden on in this election of getting this ship righted after this pandemic. Those are the things that you can count on from people that have real integrity and common sense as public servants, not as people that are trying to enrich themselves. Dr. McGrew, what do you think?
Yes, I'm right along those lines. If you were just to look back on some of the things that she has done in her legal career before she even got to the point of in the vice presidency, she's done so many things and putting them in place. Now, she's received a lot of negativity on her tough stance as a prosecutor, but nobody really delves into what all she has done in programs in rehabilitation of men going to prison. Because one of the things about it now, she didn't cause for the person to commit the crime. The crime was committed, but she didn't just prosecute them and then throw them away. No, there were things put in place under her leadership that would cause people to be able to rehabilitate and to be able to come back into society once they're released out. You don't hear that. You hear about how tough she was and how this she was and how that she was. But we do also know that there are times when you got to be tough. There are times when you got to make the law say and represent it for it to do what it's supposed to do. But at the same time, that law can also have some grace. And Kamala, she represented the grace of the law by making these programs that could get people back on their feet, get them back into jobs, get them back into getting their education. She even developed a program where they can actually get their education while they are incarcerated, so that when they did come out, they had skills, they had jobs, they had education. And there was so much more that she did that's not being publicized at all. And that's one of the things this really is it's very uneven, that we would say so much on one side but not talk so much about the other. Because sometimes, like there's no saying, in order to make an omelet, you got to break a few eggs. So there are going to be some times when some things have to be broken down in order to build it up. And she was part of rehabilitating many people who were incarcerated. And they were through some of her programs that she developed. And I
Oh,
think that's
absolutely.
something that's worthy. Yeah, that's something worthy of being noted and said, because if you let media just take it away, you'll just hear one side. But there was so much more to Kamala than what some people have projected.
Well, as you talk about that, and we talk about the incarceration, you know, she only incarcerated about 65 people, and they weren't all black. That's number one. Number two, as you said, she made a way for them to make sure that they could rehabilitate, not just punish. Because
Right.
if you have a system, especially when we're talking about the penal system, if you don't have ways that people can be rehabilitated and they can go back into society, then you have recidivism. And she was fighting recidivism on every level. And that's what's so great about her. Then, when you think about some of the other programs that she's put in place, she's done a phenomenal job. Now, my thing is the other side of the aisle, the bar is so low that only one of the offices that she was in could be make her more qualified than what the former president was, because we know the former president, you know, never held office. They say he's a businessman, but you got to remember he was a reality TV star. He was not a good businessman, because a good businessman doesn't, number one, cheat his contractors, cheat his workers. He said it on television. You know, somebody, there were overtime, I just get him out of there. He's not building shoddy
Yeah.
construction. So there's a lot of things. And she hasn't told over 30,000 lies. 30,000. They fact checked
Yes.
it. And who goes to a debate saying, "Oh, they said we weren't going to fact check"? If you can't be fact checked, if you can't or aren't willing to own your mistakes, you're not going to be a good president. And the integrity portion is what we have to look at, because she's well qualified on every level and way more qualified than he was when he came to office. So, as you talked about there being the equality or being even, they're not judged on the same standards. But as black people, we always have known that we have to work 3 and 4 times harder than our other counterparts to get the same recognition. This is a trial by fire that we've gone through the whole time. It's a trial by fire that she's gone through, and she's winning. Number one,
Right.
she's disciplined. That's the other part of it. And when you have somebody disciplined and can read, because we already know, if you know about Jane Elliott, she
Yes.
talks about why white people are angry right now, because number one, we had Obama for 8 years. Obama took GW, George Bush. He messed up the economy, wrecked it. Literally, it was like the Titanic sinking with a big old hole in it. He righted up the ship, pumped out the water, and got the economy back. Now, did he do everything that everybody wanted? Absolutely not. And people, especially our people, are mad. And not all of our people, but were mad that he didn't do reparations. You have to remember, the Congress and the Senate, they hold the purse strings.
Yes. Yes.
Unless they okay it, he can't bring forth reparations. There was no way he could have done it, because it would have never passed. Oh, you wanted him to bring it forth as an empty promise? He could have done that. And then they shot it down. And then who are you going to be mad with? You're still going to be mad with him. But what he was trying to do was get the economy back upright. Also dealing with Ebola, also dealing with H1N1, and putting all these structures in place. But people think that's easy. Now, I have my detractors with President Obama. Number one, I think instead of giving the money back to the banks, I think he should have let all the homeowners that had homes get that money, and they would have paid it back to the banks because, and putting some of that money back into companies, the TARP money, because he entrusted them to do the right thing, but they didn't. That's not his fault. But it doesn't mean that I didn't feel bad about it, because as a homeowner, I saw so many people I know lose their homes. And that was the only faux pas I saw in his presidency. And I think because he was going with the economists, it's like, okay, we got to make sure that we save the banks. But I think we could have done both things had they just worked it out a little bit more. But anytime you're working under duress, some things you miss. But I love President Obama. I love what he did. But if you think about what happened during the former president, we had hundreds of people dying by the hour. He lied and said, COVID was a hoax. He lied about everything. And it was insane that he wasn't listening to the World Health Organization, which has been in place for over 100 years to help us watch when these new viruses and these new pathogens come on board so we can be prepared. Obama left him a playbook in order for him, with supplies and everything in place. He dismantled all of it when he got in office. The narcissism, all those things that came into play where he just would not listen because he thinks he's smarter than everybody. He's like a plague that was put on us on top of the pandemic, and it made the situation a whole lot worse. Dr. McGrew, what do you think?
It's one of the main things you want to be when, especially someone that's filling the office of the presidency of the free world. Those are some big shoes to fill, and you have to be one that is willing to hear everyone and hear everyone out. You can't just have one thing set in stone, because you represent so many people from so many different backgrounds, and you have to, in some way, bring all of these people to some type of common ground where everyone is being serviced. That's the most important thing of the presidency. We want to make sure that there is a common ground where everyone is being serviced in some way for the betterment of their people. Now, you're not going to get everything. Everybody's not going to agree with everything that you're going to do. Everybody's not going to agree with every decision. You may not get support in some places, but the thing about it is you reach across the aisle to everyone so that all opinions can be heard. If you have someone in that powerful position who will not listen, who will not bring people across the aisle and come to a common ground, then you can make a lot of mistakes that can cause a lot of generations after generations can feel the ripple of that mistake. So tomorrow, as we here on PIC TV Network, we tell no one who to vote for, but we do ask that you look at what is best for your families, what's best for your future, what's best for people coming together on a common goal of progression, of doing things that bring our country back to the state of being the greatest country in the world. We are a melting pot, as you said before. We are a melting pot of so many different people, religions, and backgrounds. Now, I know that I'm a Christian, but everybody in America is not a Christian. And so you're going to have a leader that person cannot just be in such a stark, stern direction to where he does not hear the needs of other people. You have to be able to be open to hear everyone and then make sound judgments that will give everybody something, where no one is left out, where no one feels as though they're not being heard. And that takes someone with a lot of discipline. It takes someone with a heart. It takes someone with the mental capacity to be able to see beyond their world into the world of someone else. And that's what it takes. Now, I'm not putting anyone down and I'm not pushing anyone up. But I know that if you see these qualities, and you will have to have those qualities in a leader, then you should vote for those qualities. Vote for the one that has the qualities that's going to help bring your family forward, to bring your communities forward. That's what we're looking for in a president. And whichever political side of the aisle that you're on, the common ground of progression for the country, it should be the main goal. And who can fill those shoes should be your president.
I absolutely concur. Everybody, thank you for watching the PIC TV network. We're on channel 1000. Dr. Evans, it's time to go to commercial break. Everybody stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Hey everybody, my name is Patricia Frudenberg, also known as Patty. I am the CEO.
They say your eyes are the windows to the soul. They're also the windows to your health, because they let eye doctors see what's going on inside. Think about this. A comprehensive eye exam can be an early detector of serious health problems, like high blood pressure, heart disease, stroke, and diabetes. Shouldn't you see your eye doctor yearly? Go to thinkaboutyoureyes.com to learn more and for a list of local eye doctors. It could help save more than your vision.
When President Biden and I took office, we decided to invest in the working people of America, to create millions of jobs. And as today's jobs numbers make clear, Bidenomics is working. Last month, we created 187,000 new jobs. That means today 187,000 more Americans are able to go to work, to provide for their family and invest in their future. Today's numbers reflect the point that President Biden has made many times. America's economy is strong and experiencing stable and steady growth.
Yeah, hey everybody, this is Marty Mangello at the United States Presidential Service Center, coming to you from having served 6 presidents now, and Dr. David Evans is doing a fantastic job with the PIC TV network. Be sure to check out all the offerings on PIC TV. Go crazy, you know, hit up about 10, 20, 30, 40 channels. The more support, the more watching, the more it grows, the better it does. And it is doing good, isn't it? It's a great thing that we all need more of in this world. Thank you so much. And don't forget, think PIC TV.
Hey, what's up? It's Dexter McCluster here, former running back, here to congratulate David Evans and the PIC TV network for showing.
Bro, Timmy, man, I'm popping with good vibes because the PIC TV network is on Roku with free channels. I want everybody to help my bro David Evans and PIC get it. Love. Y'all, it's your boy Ro Timmy, man. I'm popping with good vibes because the PIC TV network is on Roku with free channels. I want everybody to help my bro David Evans and PIC.
Hey, hello, and happy holidays to everyone. Hey, I want to encourage you to watch and support the new PIC TV network. It's a military channel on Roku. All you have to do is click and play www, the PIC TV network. And by the way, great job to David Evans, the president. Hey, man, I encourage you, go do it now. And with that, time's yours.
Hey, everyone, it's Anita Vogel from the Fox News Channel. How are you? Hey, I wanted to tell you about a great event. A virtual book fair from the PIC TV network. This is going to be a monthly TV virtual book fair. It is for all book authors and all readers and people of all ages. It's going to be really fantastic. For dates and times, you want to call 215-609-5255, and then you want to go online and click and play www.thepictvnetwork.com. So David Evans is the president of PIC TV, and he has done a bang-up job with this. This is something really special. So I really encourage you, if you like books, you want to check this out. And a big congratulations to David Evans and the PIC TV Network for putting this amazing event together. God bless, and have a wonderful event.
Hey, my name is Sean Patrick Thomas, and I just wanted to let you know that the PIC TV Network is on Roku, and they're hosting a monthly TV virtual book fair with book authors and readers from all around the world. For dates and times, call 215-609-5255 or go to www.thepictvnetwork.com. My brother David Evans is the president. David, great job, man.
Wow, that was one of our first commercials 4 years ago. And I'm sitting back here in awe of saying, look how far we come in 4 years. When I look at that and then I see my business managers on with me, Michelle Cox from Atlanta, Georgia, and then she has another meeting to go to, but she'll be on with me tomorrow. And I see Dr. Sheila McGrew. They know where we come from. Now, we have TV shows, commercials, short films. And after we celebrate this wonderful celebration for our brand new president coming in, we celebrate a brand new anniversary for the PIC TV network. 4 years, Black Friday is our anniversary. Dr. Sheila McGrew is with me today. Michelle had to leave out to the meeting. We made it 4 years, Dr. McGrew, and because of your support and love, we still going.
Yes, I'm very excited about where we're going and what's in the future for PIC TV in 2025. And the greatest way that you can measure 2025 is what you're doing now in 2024. If you're still progressing and you're still moving and you're still dreaming and having big ideas and going after them, 2025 is going to be a breeze.
Yeah, and I'm so excited for you. You know, a lot of people are still talking about your book, and we're going to see can we put that on the screen. That this has to be you are first of all, thank you for being one of the best book authors of the year. Once again, we have an award for you for book author of the year with the book that everybody's still talking about. That is The Calm in the Chaos. And Dr. McGrew, can you talk about when you wrote this book, did you ever think that the world was going to go through what it's going through now? And who did you dedicate this book to when you wrote it?
Well, the first question, I actually started putting this book together right before COVID hit. It was in 2019, right at the end of the year. And we had no idea what we were about to embark upon in March of 2020, something that was a global change. This happened all over the world. Nowhere in the world where you can say COVID and somebody not know what you're talking about. So, right. But the state of our country, the state of the world was in this going towards a progression of sickness and depression and pain. And there was so much going on. And I just wanted to just tell people and let them know that in the chaos of the world, there is a calm. And we know that calm to be our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. And that's why I wrote the book, to put that together, but had no idea of how much is going to tie into what we were about to face in 2020. I dedicated this book to my late mother, Minister Annie Bell Wood, and also my late brother, Tommy Lee McGrew. And I dedicated it to them because my father, fortunately, he's still here with us, and I thank God so much for that. But my mother was always the educator of us. There were 12 of us in all. I'm number 10 out of 12. And no matter, even though we didn't have very much. Dad was the only breadwinner of the home. Mom was a homemaker. And we didn't have very much. But whatever we had, she made that work. She made that enough. She stretched it. However she did it. And with the Lord working and helping them both to raise these 12 children. But no matter how low the money was, she would always save up so that when the latest encyclopedia, now I'm going to be dating myself here, when the latest encyclopedias came out, we always had the latest version. We always had the best of that because she believed in education. And my dad, he was one of those kind of dads that you have to do your evening report. When he comes in from work, he wants to know about what's going on with everybody. He'll go up to the school and see what's going on. My parents were very, very involved.
Yeah.
And my father, at 89, is still very involved with his children. So when I put this book together and I dedicated it to her, I had that in my mind of she would be so happy and so proud to know that I'm still learning and growing and moving forward. And that's all because of what my parents poured into me. And I also dedicated it to my brother who suffered from cerebral palsy. And I was his caretaker after some of my older siblings had married and moved on. It was just everybody helped. Everybody pitched in. And the thing about it is helping him and taking care of him, it shows just the love and the grace that God had in that home for us to have that type of love for one another. And in the latter part of his life, I was the one that cared for him. And I wanted to dedicate that book to him because he was like a little baby. He was like my child. I cared for him. So when I started writing this book and I was talking about the love of the Lord and what he does for us, I had to also include him in that because it was the love of the Lord and the Spirit of the Lord that had me in a place to where I wanted to care for someone who was not able to care for himself. So this is very personal to me, this book, because it was it's like the beginning of what my life entailed and what God can be for others.
Wow. And to see, Dr. Sheila, what you have on here, everything you have on the cover of this book is front page news, global unrest, sickness, disease, anger, hate, joblessness, death, suicide, homelessness, pain, depression. I mean, everything you hear, it's the front page news. But you have in the center prayer. I'm looking at this and the word of God. This book is a timeless source. Tell people how they can get copies. And we even want to send a copy to the Vice President, Kamala Harris. We want to, of course, donate it to her, which they can put in her hand. But we want to give the Vice President. How can we get a copy? And how can we also get a copy to the Vice President?
Yes, this book is available on Amazon. And all you would have to do is type in the name, The Calm in the Chaos, or my name, Dr. Sheila McGrew, and you'll see that come up. You'll see that book come up. You can get it through Amazon. And I would love to send a copy to our almost new president of the United States,
Yeah,
Kamala Harris. Yes.
Yeah, we claiming that, after the show, it will be done. That's what we praying for, and giving her a copy. She's going to be at Howard University, in person with the countdown party there, and we Pick TV Network. This is our show, our big global celebration, election celebration. Watch time. We're excited. 2024 is a special year for us because it's our 4th anniversary, and also for the new president coming in office. And Dr. Sheila McGrew has said she's going to give away a copy to our vice president. So when she sees this, all she got to do is go on Amazon, put it there, and say, "I got my book." I got my book. And I love it. Amazing. Yeah, the calm and the chaos. Pick TV Network fans, we're here today. It's a special show that we have in the big election night. It's our party celebration, and we're praying for everybody who's watching right now to continue to watch Pick TV. We are your network on Roku. We'll be right back after this.
It's the biggest. So much. She want the She want the
Hey, what's up, y'all? I am your host, Izumi, and we are reporting live from Los Angeles, California, and we are on Pick TV Network on Roku TV. And if you're not tuning in right now, you better tune in because you do not want to miss the latest and hottest indie music videos, fashion, celebrity news, interviews, and so much more for you guys that we're going to bring a home for all indie artists and all genres of music. So we are the streets, we are the culture, and we are the content. Stay tuned, Roundtable TV.
Happy birthday. Come on over. Happy birthday, you handsome guy.
Thank you.
If I was a little younger, I'd give you a run for the money.
Y'all hear that?
Yes, I heard it.
I heard that. That's Mama talking right there. Thank you. Thank you. See that birthday love popping right there? Hey, now that's what I'm talking about right there. That's what I'm talking about. Man, I'm so happy, man. Celebrate my birthday.
How old is he?
Say 10 months.
10 months, and he's got Pick TV at 10 months old. Look at that. That's our brand new member of the Pick TV Network, folks. He is so happy.
He is a good happy baby.
Wow. Go Pick TV.
Shout out to PIC TV Network. Check them out. Black owned and operated. Let's support each other. I'm Zeke with the Universal Circus. I'll be tuning in. Shout out to PIC TV Network. Check them out. Black owned and operated. Let's support each other. I'm Zeke with the Universal Circus. I'll be tuning in.
Hey everyone, this is big. I want everyone to download the Pick TV Network on your Roku search bar. My brother David Evans is growing Pick TV fans, and I want us to help my brother blow up Pick TV. Boom!
Hello everyone, did you hear the good news? What good news? The Pick TV Network is now airing on Roku all over the world. Whoa, that's so cool! Now you can watch the website www.thepicktvrnetwork.com.
Yeah, it's the Pick TV Network special, big election celebration going on, and I'm here with my co-host, Dr. Sheila McGrew, all the way from Alabama. She's here with me today. We here are getting ready for the big announcement of our President of the United States, the day that we've been waiting for, a day in history. And while we are here today, we want everybody to get ready for our 4th anniversary, the PIC TV Network. 4 years we've been rolling and rocking. We here. We want to welcome everybody on Black Friday to join us right here on PIC TV Network. Watch this.
The PIC TV Network, a prominent television channel renowned for its diverse programming and engaging content, is celebrating the 4th year anniversary on this Black Friday, November 29th at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Channel 1000 on your Roku TV streaming device. Meet the PIC TV managers, Michelle Cox, Atlanta, Georgia, Dr. Sheila McGrew, Alabama, the Lady of Wisdom, Mississippi, Melvisselle Johnson, Colorado, and other managers talk about the PIC TV Network 4 years of top